Yeah.
All right. And we're back, people. So much made the rounds yesterday.
Yes, yesterday on. I wish I could say yesterday on social media, but I can't. I'm just going to say yesterday on Instagram. Because I've got one that I'd like to talk about, and it involves Two-Face. No, not about his marriage.
No.
He said something very, very, I wouldn't say profound, but just logical yesterday about the Nigerian Lingua Franca. Maybe not Lingua Franca, but he made references to the fact that we are so versed when it comes to the Nigerian form of Pidgin English. You go anywhere in Nigeria, go to Abuja, go to the north, go to Zamfara, go to Kebbi, wherever you go to Akwa Ibom. If you can't speak the local language there, you revert to Pidgin English. Yeah. And you are more often than not actually lucky enough to get a response back from people in some broken form of English or the other. And since this is something that is so vast, that is so widespread, that everybody knows how to speak Pidgin. Why don't we just come together and make it a thing? So he called for all the professors of linguistics and everything. Hey, let's just establish this as our...
Let's create a language.
Let's just, And I agree with him. And I think that it's long overdue. There's so much touting,
a lot of other languages.
A lot of other languages.
So it's really interesting because the Nigerian form of Pidgin is a form of Pidgin that has circulated around the world for decades, centuries probably. There are some words such as Pekin, that's from Pikinini, that was used.
Portuguese,
Portuguese, So it's very, very universal.
Well, let me give you one.
If, for instance, go ahead.
When they say come out for here, what do you think it is?
I'm not sure.
Come out.
Yeah, come out,
Yeah, it's come out.
But it's also being used in, West Indian countries, Francophone countries, so all over the world. But the challenge is actually creating such a structure where, how languages are formed. It has to be huge universities and professors, as Two-Face put it in. And they have to actually come up with a standard for it. So that might be the challenge, creating a standard. Because it's also evolving every day. New words are being added to it every day. So then what becomes the standard? And do you start teaching it in schools? What do you begin to do? So it's a long process.
To be honest, I do not agree with Two-Face because I'm like, dude,
really?
We know that you really like to speak it. I mean, that's like one of the many ways, the only way you actually know how to express yourself. I really do not think that it should be a thing. I mean, we're still trying to inculcate our kids into speaking our native tongue, our mother tongue. Now you want to confuse them again with Pidgin English. Like, I mean, we already have so many
languages, living languages,
live-in languages. Can we focus on that? Can we focus on, because in that a lot of our children are lost. They do not know their history. They do not know their culture. They do not know their tradition. They do not know anything. You get, and I think we should focus on teaching them how to speak our mother tongue, and then, and also speak good English. That, because when you get into the world, that's the only,
everything.
So
the challenge I have is the art of communication. The communication starts from one person and has to connect with the other. If for any reason you want to start international trade on a certain level without having that English education, and you still want to make money, you still want to have a good business, you have to have a line of communication. So if this is what people understand, why not just stick to the winning formulas? So there's some markets where probably won't hear
especially
a word
markets. It's all Pidgin English.
Yes, you're not going to hear a single word
that
of English.
You throw it away completely. He's saying that professors need to. He's more or less calling for Pidgin English to be, if possible, accepted, become like a universal language. Being like, let it become an accepted language. Let it become even in our school curriculum. Do you understand? But I'm like,
so you have foreigners from Asia go into, okay, let's think of an Asian restaurant, a Chinese restaurant.
Asia is not the best example.
In
Asia, they don't
calm down now. But the thing is, the Asians, when they get here, they spend 3 to 6 months. And they learn Pidgin, go into the markets, buy shrimp, buy prawns.
The fact is, when foreigners come to Nigeria, the first language they learn is Pidgin English.
So are you saying that we should go around speaking Pidgin? Because we speak Pidgin English.
Too late, MM. too late, MM. We already do it.
Yeah. If we want to speak Pidgin English now for national television, we go speak them. We go talk them.
I agree with you, however. And I also agree with you when it comes to connection, because it's the fastest way to connect, whether you like it or not. On your case, I also agree with you. We have so many languages.
Yeah.
We should focus on these languages. But therein is the problem itself, because when there's so many
There's so many.
There's so many.
Okay, so now you talked about international trade. Yeah. With international trade, it's important to at least learn French, Spanish.
Excuse me, ma. No, sorry. Forget about French. Forget about Spanish. It's Chinese.
Yeah,
Chinese is also one of the. No. But you also learn. You also need to learn how to speak Mandarin. That's Mandarin. So that's a whole lot. That's a whole lot of work, because now you have to pay for that service online. It's not. I tried to learn Spanish one time because then I was sort of interested in.
It's all the Telemundo,
whatever.
Sorry.
And those people started charging me so much money because like if you want to learn it, you have to pay for it.
That's the way we can make some more money. We could sell the language and make money.
You can speak your native tongue, yeah?
Yeah.
Can your daughter speak it?
No.
Okay, good. First off, you don't have the time to teach them. I understand, but do you know that there are Nigerian courses, in Nigerian facilitators who actually are providing these services to come to your house and teach your kids a dialect or two.
No, I also feel that that's also a role that we parents even need to.
You can make some good money.
Yeah, even we parents are not even doing enough in that regard, to be honest, because we want our children to have an accent.
I don't blame you.
We want our children to speak Queen's English. And then the minute you hear I'm guilty. My daughter, none of them know better speak Pidgin in my house.
Oh, but guess what?
No, it's necessary.
Trust me.
Okay, wait. Can I say this real quick? Let me say this real quick.
No, I'm letting you know what it is.
Sorry, not
we don't know even want our children speaking it. That's why I say I'm guilty of it. I'm not saying that they shouldn't.
I think everybody, you actually should let your children speak it. My daughter speaks very pristine English. I'm actually very proud of her. But lately, I've begun, especially now that we're beginning to introduce her to the outside world, go outside and get this, go outside and do this, communicate with people. We've had to start speaking some major Pidgin English so that she's not lost when she gets out there.
Exactly.
She will be bullied if she gets out there and she cannot speak Pidgin English, whether you like it or not. I was a victim of this. But in secondary school, our producer Olamide will tell you, the secondary school that we went to, what in the world is this one?
Okay, so the challenge, I hate to break it to you, your nannies are teaching your kids Pidgin English, whether you like it or not. That is the line of communication they're giving your kids right now. Test them out and speak Pidgin to them if they won't respond.
They will respond to you in English.
Titi, can you speak Pidgin English to
Titi, they speak now.
I actually do.
Listen,
you do?
I do.
I know so I won't continue with this, but we have to go now. So make una day stay tuned there.
Now
wake up Nigeria.
We will want make una send us message for all our social media platforms.
I have no idea what they're talking about.